It's Tim Albright with AVNation with an AVNation special. The road to ISE, Integrated Systems Europe, comes your way from Barcelona the 31st of January through the 3rd of February. And with us to talk about PTZOptics is Mr. William Golde. Welcome, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. We've known you guys for a long time and excited to see what you're going to bring to Barcelona. You were in Hall 5, F as in Frank 800, 5F800. So, William, when we walk into PTZOptics booth, what will we find this year?
Yeah, so this is kind of a banner year for us. So 2023 represents the largest jump in technology that we've ever gone through on our camera systems. We just launched our Move 4K line. So we're going from our G2 1080p flagship product all the way up to a 4K flagship product. We're going to have the 12, 20, and 30x models there for people to play around with, all hooked up to joysticks, so you can see the zoom, see the panning. And those models actually also now come with auto tracking baked into the camera. So we're going to be able to show off the auto tracking, some of the advanced feature sets. We have a whole host of softwares behind those cameras actually that we're going to be showing as well in terms of integrations and partner companies that we've been working with, as well as we are going to be showing our brand new, before it hits the market, Dante-enabled 4K camera that will be at the ISE booth as well.
So talk for a second. You mentioned the auto tracking, which certainly you've got some edge computing there. You've got smarts inside the camera, right? So you're not leveraging or relying on anybody's software, anybody's soft codec, any other technology. It's right there baked into the camera. Same with the Dante, right? So talk for a second about some of those advances and why you guys have chosen this year, 2023, to kind of unveil this next iteration.
Yeah, so we've, on the HuddleCam side of the world, so we have two companies, PTZOptics and HuddleCam. They've operated kind of next to each other, but in different realms. One was Pro AV focused, one was broadcast focused. And really what we've seen over the last 5 to 7 years is these worlds of broadcast and Pro AV are kind of starting to meld together. So we had the auto tracking systems on the HuddleCam line with our Simple Track 2 and our Simple Track Lite that we just launched this past year. And they were really successful. And we discovered a lot of people are throwing those into broadcast environments as well. So think about, House of Worship streaming when you have a single presenter at the back of a room, or even for stuff like higher education when there's a single professor, for distance learning, broadcast, stuff like that. And really when we saw that kind of world start to meld together, we really, saw it as a great opportunity to say, hey, we could take the technology from our single sensor unit in the Simple Track Lite and throw that onto the PTZOptics cameras just to add another feature-rich option for people to use. And it's so simple to use too, because you literally just go into the web UI of the camera, turn tracking on, turn tracking off. You could do it from the IR remote. We have a preset built into all of our cameras as well. I think it's 80 and 81. So if you call preset 80, it turns tracking on. Preset 81 turns tracking off. So you can really, it's so simple to throw that into an existing environment. And if you have a single person that you want to have tracked through a room, you can now do that with either the HuddleCam systems or the PTZOptics systems, because we are seeing a lot of these spaces too, not just even like classic use cases for auto tracking, spaces that are becoming multi-use spaces. So they're used for video conferencing, they're used for content creation, they're used for product demonstration. We're actually doing a global rollout with one of a very, very large production company, which will remain nameless for the moment. Hopefully we'll do a case study on it, but they're doing 1,500 different rooms, and they need auto tracking sometimes, but not all the times. So that was kind of a great use case for us to be into that situation. So that's kind of the idea behind it. All these worlds are melding together. And it's really, people are requiring cameras to have all of these features baked into a single unit, as opposed to having a tracking camera here and a PTZ camera there, and et cetera over there. So yeah, that's kind of why we decided to just throw it all together.
Yeah, and from a control and automation standpoint, the fact that those are web enabled. So from an automation standpoint, you could turn on and off depending on who's using the room, from a button press, from some sort of automation where a professor or your CEO walks in, that can also generate from there. So,
and even if you have like a Crestron or Extron enabled room, you can go ahead and just hit that button and it'll start auto tracking or whatever. And it is, and you did mention it, we're not using any external software. You don't have to have anything downloaded onto a CPU. It is just running off of the camera's intelligence, which is, again, very seamless and easy.
Awesome. All right, William, not everybody's going to ISE. Again, ISE happens the 31st of January through the 3rd of February. So if they're not going and they want to follow along with everything that PTZOptics will be showing, how do they do that?
So the easiest thing to do is go to our YouTube channel. We do the best YouTube marketing out of anyone in our product space. And I don't say that just because I work at PTZOptics. We try to put out at least one piece of content.
No, you do. You really do.
Yeah. And that's credit to our marketing team, which I'm not a part of. So if you aren't going to be making it to ISE, we will be posting daily vlogs on our YouTube channel that will be hosted by either myself or Paul. We'll also be putting up how-to videos and all of our launch videos. So when we show the Dante cameras and we show the 4K new cameras and stuff like that, we'll be uploading content the entire time. So definitely check out the YouTube channel, PTZOptics. Go like, follow, subscribe, hit that bell, all of those fancy things, because we will be doing stuff there all week.
All right, very good. William, we'll see you over in Barcelona the 31st of January through the 3rd of February for ISE 2023. For us, for AVNation, you can follow along as we also head to Barcelona for Integrated Systems Europe, AVNation.tv. That's AVNation.tv. Follow along, and we'll bring you more preview videos as well as videos from the show floor. All that and more at AVNation.tv. That's AVNation.tv.